life, a symphony of genes constantly evolving. For millennia, nature orchestrated this grand performance, conducting change through slow, steady evolution. But now humans have taken the stage, grabbing the conductor's baton. This is the genetic revolution, a new era where we can rewrite the very code of life. Imagine crops that laugh at drought, fruits bursting with extra vitamins, and diseases fading into the past. This is the promise of genetic modification, a powerful tool that allows us to precisely alter the genetic makeup of organisms, shaping them to our needs. But like any powerful force, genetic modification comes with risks. Will we disrupt the delicate balance of nature? Will unforeseen consequences arise from our tinkering? The answers are not always clear. Join me now as we embark on a journey to understand the genetic revolution, exploring its potential to both nourish and endanger our world. For as long as humans have cultivated crops and raised livestock, we have been genetic engineers, albeit unknowingly. Our ancestors, selecting the plumpest grains and the most docile wolves, were shaping the genetic future of these species. Each generation, they unconsciously favored certain traits, unknowingly manipulating genes for size, yield, and temperament. Over centuries, these small, deliberate choices led to dramatic transformations. Wild grasses evolved into the bountiful wheat and rice that feed billions. Fierce wolves were domesticated into loyal dogs, forever changing the human story. This ancient form of genetic modification, called selective breeding, has shaped the world we know. But it is a slow and imprecise process, relying on chance mutations and generations of careful selection. Today, a new era of genetic engineering is dawning, offering unprecedented speed and precision in our ability to mold life. Imagine editing the blueprint of life itself, snipping and pasting genes with surgical precision. This is the power of genetic engineering, a suite of techniques that allow scientists to directly manipulate an organism's DNA. One such technique, CRISPR-Cas9, acts like molecular scissors, capable of cutting DNA at specific locations. This allows scientists to remove unwanted genes or insert new ones, effectively rewriting the genetic code. Another method uses bacteria or viruses as genetic engineers. These microscopic messengers can deliver beneficial genes into an organism's cells, like adding a new software update to a computer program. These techniques, while seemingly futuristic, are rooted in the natural processes of life. Viruses have been transferring genes between organisms for millennia, driving evolution. Now, we are simply harnessing this power, using it to create beneficial changes in a fraction of the time. Section 4. Nature's hand versus human touch, comparing genetic modification. Skeptics of genetic engineering often point to the inherent naturalness of traditional breeding, but is there truly a clear line between the two? Many of the foods we enjoy today are the result of natural genetic modifications, events that occurred spontaneously in nature. Take the sweet potato, a staple food for millions. Thousands of years ago, a bacterium inserted a piece of its DNA into the sweet potato genome. This accidental genetic modification gave rise to the sweet, edible root we know today. Similarly, grapefruit and wheat, staples in many diets, arose from spontaneous mutations and hybridization events. These natural GMOs highlight the blurred lines between human intervention and nature's own genetic experiments. The key difference lies in precision and intent. Genetic engineering allows us to make targeted changes, introducing specific traits without the randomness and time constraints of traditional breeding. This level of control raises both exciting possibilities and valid concerns. Section 5. The promise and peril of GMOs feeding the future. The world faces a daunting challenge, feeding a growing population on a planet with finite resources. Can GMOs be part of the solution? Proponents argue that they hold the key to a more sustainable and food-secure future. Imagine crops engineered to thrive in harsh climates, resist devastating diseases, and produce higher yields with fewer resources. This could be a game-changer for farmers, especially in developing countries facing food shortages. But the potential of GMOs is not without its risks. Unintended consequences, like the emergence of superweeds resistant to herbicides, could harm ecosystems. The control of this powerful technology by large corporations also raises ethical concerns about food sovereignty and access. The genetic revolution is upon us, and it's a conversation we must all engage in. By understanding the science, weighing the potential benefits and risks, we can ensure this powerful technology is used responsibly to shape a better future for all.